Hi guys, it's Dean Doyle from Classic Magic. It's the third time we've tried to do this now. For some reason my Wi-Fi keeps kicking me in and out, but we'll see what's going on with that later. I just thought I'd give you a quick walk around some of the jobs that we've gotten today in the body shop, just to give you an idea of some of the diverse stuff that we can actually cater for down here as well. A lot of this is sort of the norm for us, and there's a couple of little bits that are a little bit different. So I'll just talk you through it anyway. So I'll just flip the camera quick around. There we go, so this is a Pathfinder. It's coming to us before. We've actually replaced the light already for the lady, so she can continue to use it until we can get it booked in. But as you can see, it's had an impact on the back quarter here, and basically what's happened is the whole bumper is obviously smashed and broken. She's been advised elsewhere that she's probably replaced that, but we're going to repair that for her. The impact's actually pushed the light back into the quarter panel and created quite a kink here. I don't know how obvious that is on the video, but it's a bit more obvious from this side here. So you can see it's got quite a nice kink. So what we're going to have to do, there's two options. We could either just do a right bodge job of it, throw a load of filler in it, and then try and make it look right, which we're obviously not going to do. Or the second thing is we're going to weld a load of pins down the back quarter here. We're going to pull the corner back out, flatten this whole area back out till it's about 95%, and then give it a quick skim. And then obviously we're going to have to paint into the bumper and paint up into the quarter panel. So that's one little job that we've got going on there. We're aiming to get that sorted out today as well. One other thing as well, these little handle, I don't know how obvious that is, but you see if you actually look into the handle, the actual plastic's broken there as well. So at the same time, got the paint mix, we're going to replace the handle for the lady as well. Let's have a little walk around. So look, a new work experience boy, and it's a ginger. Give him a wave. This is Jordan. So we've got the Defender, we've got the back end off the Defender now as well. So we're starting now to clean it out, getting ready to put the new galvanised crossmember back on the back, which is just sitting down here in our pile of junk. Got a nice little old, I think it's an XJS, might be wrong. Had the fuel tank out because it's had a couple of little leaks in that, so we've had to remove all the fuel tank and stuff to get all that sorted out as well. And then, it's me, Classic Magic. And then we've got this. Now, anybody that's on Harrogate Grumbler might have seen this the other day. Lady's car had been reversed into and damaged by someone at a car park, I believe it was. Now, the car was very special to this woman because it was actually her mum's car, and unfortunately her mum, I believe, had passed away. So, you know, it has quite a lot of sentimental value to this lady. So we sort of reached out to the lady and we said, you know what, we like to do a good deed every now and then. Bring the car in and we'll repair it for you free of charge. It's a gift from us to you. Keeps that memory a little bit fresher and a little bit nicer for the lady. So I'll just show you what we've got going on here. Now, you can see obviously it has had quite a bit of damage here. It looks like maybe something with a big tyre or a big truck or something has gone and grazed right down the side of it, because this is almost rubbery. It doesn't look like paint transfer. And then the whole wing, as you could probably see, is pretty badly buckled and bent. And what it's actually done is it's actually forced everything upwards and away from the lights. So all the gaps and everything else are wrong here as well. So what we've actually done is we've ordered a brand new wing for the lady, which we're going to get on later on today, and obviously get that painted back up for her. So fingers crossed, by the time she comes back from her holiday, the car and the memory will be all back intact for her, which is nice. So, yep, nice simple little job there. We'll go to the smart car next. Let's see, we've got a little smart car here. It's had a little tickle from a post, I believe it was, on the back, so we've got a bit of damage to the back dog leg here on the quarter panel. Now these are quite short little panels. This is actually like all part of like a safety cell on the car, so they're nice and stiff, these little bits here. So it takes quite a bit to get them all pulled back out and back into shape. But again, what we're going to do is weld studs on, pull it all back out so it's all right. And then obviously the skim is the final finish, so it's not all going to be full of filler, because that's obviously the last thing we need. Luckily, apart from a couple of little grazes and stuff on the door, it's not too bad. So we're going to do a paintless dent removal on the little dent, and then and buff and polish out all the little scratches there to save a bit of cash for the customer. And then round the back here, bit of a flappy bumper. Two options here really. One is to replace it, which is obviously the expensive option. The second option is what we're actually going to do is I'm going to weld all this back together again. Obviously plastic melts, we all know that, so we basically use a sort of slight variation on a soldering iron, and then I'll actually create like a bead of weld and weld all that back together again, and then we'll reinforce it around the back as well with some additional plastic, and that's just going to give it strength back and its shape back. Give it a quick skim, and then obviously hunky-dory, everything should be back together. Now, one little last thing we've got, which we've got a lot of prep work and finishing work to do on today, is this old bad boy. So this is a 1936 Bentley, a bit of a one-off. It was owned by a baron, I believe, in France. It was brought over here something like 25 years ago by the customer. and he's owned it ever since. And it basically just needed a little bit of tightening up. It was starting to get micro blistering on the wings and stuff like that, and some of the bottom of the doors and stuff. And it's obviously it's old enough. It's had a fair few bits patched up over the years and bodged up. So we just wanted to give it a quick once over, get it all back to the same colour. So we dropped all the doors off, side steps and everything else have all been painted as well. So this basically today just needs a bit of flatten out, polishing, getting a little bit of dust, because it don't matter how clean your booth is, you always get dust particles that sort of float around, and they do tend to sit in the paintwork. So what we basically do is we just buff through them, or we polish through them, and we flat them out. So it'll come back with a nice clean finish on it. So yeah. So that's it, a nice varied range of jobs for us to crack on with today. A couple of cars in and out of the body shops for MOT, out of the garage for MOTs and whatnot as well. But I just wanted to give you a little idea, because we've got three very sort of different jobs there. So at Classic Magic we can really cater for pretty much anything you need, all your mechanical work, and obviously full paint and body facilities as well. So that's it. So that's the Tuesday morning walk around for you. If you've got damage to your vehicle and you want to get a price on actually getting it repaired, give us a call, get in contact, pop it down so we can have a look at it. We'll get it priced up for you, and we'll obviously do our best to get it fitted in as quickly as possible for you. We do also do night shifts. We do split shifts sometimes, which means that for a smaller repair you might be able to drop it off first thing in the morning before 9 o'clock and actually pick it up before 6 o'clock the same day. And the second shift would be you'd be able to collect it the next morning after dropping it off for about 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. And what we do is we work from sort of 8:30 in the morning through to probably about 11, half 11 at night to actually make sure them jobs go out. So if you're a carer, a nurse, something like that, and you use your car out on the road, then we'll actually put in the extra hours to make sure that it's less inconvenience for you. So that's it. I'm Dean Dorff from Classic Magic. That's Ginger Jordan. Looks like your head's sitting on my finger. And that's Happy Norm. Just a little wave, Happy Norm. Josh ain't here yet, he's collecting paint for all our little paint jobs. But that's it. Be safe, people, and drive safe. Take care.